we are running a second track. And we
Yes.
have Archangels. We have Dragons. And did I see Riptide? Did I get this right?
I see blue hair?
We do. We do have Riptide. Oh, look at me. Look at me and my eyes go.
I'm just looking for the blue hair, if I'm completely honest.
So, who takes this one?
Oh, man. I mean, Archangel is on red. It is very, very clear that red has much of a dominance over this maze.
A really interesting stat that came out in the last few days is actually how many wins blue has.
Yes.
Gus, 2-shot denied. Straight off the bat, they're trying to take that blue base. He kind of stepped into the open, didn't defend himself
Red
from that
underneath
door.
green now.
Tiger
Green destroyed.
Taking that clean
on
base.
the empty base. Where are the green defenders? Did we
There's no way.
did we see a Dragons dump?
No way.
Did Dragons seriously dump in?
Blue hit.
I see one green
Oh,
and
no.
tagged out.
Oh no, guys! What has happened?
Where is everybody?
Green team denied.
I think we have.
I think we have a dragon's dump.
I think we have a Dragons dump. Play this through quickly. Everyone's
nothing
missing.
there.
Everyone's missing there.
And blue goes down. Gustus. 16.
Finally. Oh,
Sega
It hit green. They know. Sega know. Red knows. Red has spotted this dump first.
And so quickly too.
This might just have gifted the game to Archangels at this
Oh.
point. Because like our earlier game, we're going to see this game go to red.
Oh yeah.
Really quickly, let's just see that blue reload while the bases are down. This is Gus finally getting it. Properly defended there that time. Red's empty there. Let's pull this back into blue.
Chaos.
Red player going to pick up that empty empty green base again. I was just saying that Canberra doesn't dump as much anymore, and then this happens.
Yep.
So
Nice.
commentators curse 2 games in
Yes,
advance.
Unfortunately.
Now Riptide needs to work out what's going on. I feel like, and I don't know if they've got players on the outside of green, so.
Oh, and that patient calling,
Green
getting
hit.
followed through.
Oh.
So much
Green is now
happening.
there. Oh, well, you got 2 greens in.
Blue hit.
This should be clean.
Destroyed.
Finn taking that.
That's a home call, I think I can hear from Gus actually through the walls here. So this could be something quite specific. But if that is a home call by Gus and they're going to go back home to defend this, I feel like they may have, I'm not going to say misplayed this, but they took far too long to get those bases.
Early game blitz.
With 4 Archangels,
bases
and they
going
may
down.
not have that count.
Yep.
So this is going to be a really interesting game to see the back end of it.
I would like you to refer to chat really quickly.
Canberra don't dump as often as people think. Dragons, oh my beer. That sounds about right.
Yes.
They're like the eldest child. They're just a disappointment half the time.
I'm the middle
I say
child,
this, I
so
love my
can't
squads.
relate.
I love all my squads. For those that don't know, I play on the Crows, I captain the Crows, but I also own the Canberra site. So the Dragons are another one of mine.
Ah.
So any shade I throw at the Dragons is genuinely with love.
Blue hit. Blue hit.
Oh,
Shifter well defended in green. Red is now in blue.
there we go.
I feel blue has perhaps panicked at this.
I think so.
They copped a dump. They heard the green base going off. They know it wasn't them. And now they are the ones having to move. And they may have just gifted their base
Yeah.
to the Reds as well. I feel like the Archangels may have walked into this game and just been
Yep.
handed it on a silver platter.
Pretty well. It's definitely coming across that way with 5 early bases. And yes, I agree. Riptide definitely have the pack to keep in the game. Oh,
Shurikity,
shot
she
denied.
moved.
Denied.
I'm going to pull that back in a second, guys, just to show you what that. Try
that one.
Try that one. So good calls. That red defender on the outside perhaps shouldn't have been looking in the base. Needed to be looking outside. And Shurikity, rather than trying to take that shot onto the door, moved to try and just
Why are we watching Red Bleep?
pull this back to here.
Wild.
stream does need to be reset.
Blue
Yeah,
hit.
game it dropping.
Destroyed.
We'll calm down a little bit on the chopping the scenes, guys, while we do this. And you might see us drop off after this game. But as we continue into the second half of this game, we have red pottering around blue base.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
And red is actually not, they're ahead on bases, but they're not actually ahead on packets.
No, not at all.
Leveled up. Well done.
If you look at the worms and they're relatively flat, all you can see is the dramatic inclines of the bases being taken. So they're not all that ahead, just in retrospective of bases.
Yeah. As the game starts to calm down a little bit, I say that, red's diving into blue.
Blue hit.
Sure
Mantis.
kidding. Oh, is it Mantis? Mantis, sorry, apologies.
Oh, two shots and eye there.
Again, maybe just a little bit of a hesitation and
Yeah.
not defending yourself. These bases are
Red
Oh,
destroyed.
volley,
taking red.
piggybacking.
Leveled up.
No, volley just taking a nice clean red base.
Just
Um,
cause.
Lost a couple of defenders to that
Yeah.
attack on blue.
Absolutely.
These bases are definitely ones in which you almost have to be willing to defend yourself from one of
For
the doors.
sure.
It's a fast enough maze that taking that shot at the attack coming through the door is usually worth it.
Absolutely. And one thing that I did notice when, especially with blue, I've noticed that you play a 3-person
Red
defense.
hit.
You'll take that third person because you're lacking in bases. The moment that third defender goes, that's when they're going to stack up on that door.
Of course, yeah.
Green team denied.
I see a 2, was that a pug salad?
I
2-shot
believe so.
deny at red.
Yeah.
I'm really
Lots of blues pottering around home.
again, do they feel like perhaps given the game was so much at their base, they feel like they're maybe further ahead than they actually are?
I'm not sure. However, definitely still in it with all that pack that they've got stashed away.
They need to break these bases.
Absolutely.
And red probably is under. Oh,
Saying that, jam.
Red
Oh.
destroyed.
Oh, okay.
that green player had no idea where
Not a
that.
clue. In
Oh,
saying that, we also had green take a base as well.
Yeah,
So VG Master taking
Member
his blue
leveled
base.
up.
nice and clean as well. By the look of it.
Absolutely.
Member leveled up.
Yeah,
Well done.
Riptide is at a point where they need to keep pushing those bases, otherwise they're going to continue to fall behind.
For sure. Still in it.
Still in it, and we should know we got 4 minutes left. There's a lot
Yeah.
of bases to be had in 4 minutes.
And only having those 30-second resets. That's what a maximum possible of
That
what?
you got two bases a minute, so there's enough for almost everybody to actually get their bases
Yeah.
if they all cycled them perfectly.
Yes.
I
did see that.
green is now in. Yep,
Blue hit.
Nufa.
Blue destroyed.
Clear the front. Clearly, I think he
Mm.
had the calls. I believe that was one of his players who was needed to reload, but stuck on that back door
Yeah.
to make those calls.
Hit.
And that was really good cut and getting the red base there, with a lot of blue defenders coming in to help. Well, blue attackers coming in to defend him.
Sorry about that. We'll just come back. We just had a quick reset.
Sorry about that. Yeah. See how this goes. Let us know if the stream is choppy at all, and we will try and adjust it. Mantis.
Hit. Blue destroyed.
Finally getting her
Nice.
blue.
Everyone thought that that was really clean. Got red is now stacked up in blue.
I think that's Sega getting around at
It's
the
Hazmat.
back door.
Hazmat pulling
Hazmat taking that red base.
again from inside. That's
Has
not.
Archangels dumped you?
Well done.
They might have. They have lost their base enough times in the last quick
Yeah.
succession. That might not be the greatest call for them.
What an interesting decision. Oh, we got some red still lurking around.
Blue hit. Blue
Sega.
Sega taking his blue.
destroyed.
Well defended. Well defended. Now, it's going to be interesting to see whether or not they go back and put players back into defense, or whether or not
Member leveled
they
up.
think the
Well
points
done.
are outside their base.
Absolutely.
Red hit. Red hit.
Nufa taking his red.
destroyed.
Clean take.
Oh, well defended. You can see that.
Looks like Finn setting up underneath there. Blue contesting green.
So Shifter still needs blue,
Yes.
but is probably unlikely to get it with the reds stacked in there in the same way as they currently are.
Well done.
Domshell getting blue.
Clean take.
You know, look, we question maybe the decision to dump, but I feel like Archangels is definitely, like they've called that at the right time. They've got enough, and if they can fall back into their own base while, you know, Dragons still need it.
Destroyed.
And they've just reset, so everyone's gone home, cleared out the offending players, and reset their defense.
I feel like while Archangels may have been gifted the start of this game a little bit, I feel like they have masterfully played the back half
Absolutely.
of this. With probably the best read on the game out of the three teams.
Absolutely.
Riptide now managing to pull themselves finally into second after a pretty rough start to the game.
Green hit. Green hit. Green destroyed.
Taking that green. Volley with his green now.
Chat, help us out on a scale of 1 to 5. How's the stream going?
Blue destroyed. Red
Keep it.
destroyed.
Oh,
Blue taking his. Wow, that was an impressive red.
there was a
take.
lot of reds there, a lot of greens. And I feel like Dragons are now finding themselves in an awkward position where they're just a little bit behind. With 40 seconds left in the game, they probably can get this red base. That you can see they're stacked into it. Red team. Oh, wow. Well defended. Well defended. They're stacking. They want that base in the last 30 seconds. They're only going to be able to get it once, though.
Hoping that they get it. Oh, Finn's tagged out.
Red hit.
Hoping
That's a Zoran,
they
I
can
think.
take that base.
Red
Oh, it's
destroyed.
VG?
Got him.
VG, sorry.
VG taking his red clean.
But it's maybe not quite enough. 700 points in it, 12 seconds to go.
Well done.
It's going to be really whether or not Riptide throws themselves at this next base. Oh,
Game over. Please proceed to exit.
whoa, Riptide maybe just needed to hold the horses there, but no points for second or
No,
third.
that's it.
We'll go to the kit up room as the players come out. We can judge their expressions, see whether or not they
Yeah.
know that they did well or badly, or you know, or if they have no idea whatsoever.
And quickly look at
We
our
got-
summary board.
Got Nufa. I don't feel like they know they didn't play that quite as well. A little bit rough around the edges there for Dragons, I think, even though they managed to pull a second at the end. I feel like Red knows that they've done okay there, I think.
They seem pretty relaxed.
Highest tag ratio, Tiger. Highest tag streak, Hazmat, VG Master, and Manus, all on 7. Highest chain tags.